Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. Because if you're thinking about selling in Hoboken right now, this is probably one of the first questions you have. How long is this process going to take? And more importantly, are you going to be one of the homes that sells quickly or one that just sits? Hey, I'm Jill Biggs with the Jill Biggs Group, and today we're talking about how long does it really take to sell my home in Hoboken right now in 2026. Not some average number that you saw online. I mean, in today's actual market, how it's going to play out. Because here's the truth. Homes in Hoboken are selling, but not all of them are selling in the same way. It's hyper-specific. Some go fast, some take longer. The difference between those two outcomes, it's not random. Let's break it down. Let's start with the honest answer. How long will it actually take to sell? And the truth is, it depends. But not in the vague way people usually say that. I mean, it depends on a very few specific set of things. Once you understand those, you can almost predict how your home is going to perform, because in this market, timing is not luck, it's positioning. So right now in Hoboken, there are really two timelines happening. Timeline one, homes that are priced and positioned correctly. These homes, they get strong activity right away. You see showings quickly, generate interest early, and usually you go under contract within the first 2 weeks. Second timeline, everything else. Those homes, they sit, they get inconsistent showings, very few showings, they lose momentum, they take significantly longer to actually sell. Sometimes it's really significant. The gap is what people don't expect. And this is the part that most people underestimate. Your first 2 weeks on the market, they're everything. So when your listing is new, right, pops up, buyers are paying attention, that's when you get your best shot. Right after that, you're not new anymore. Buyers start asking questions. Why is it still available? Even if there's nothing wrong. So when people ask, how long will it take? The real question is, are you gonna hit in the first 2 weeks, or are you gonna miss that window because you overpriced it? Because that determines everything. So let's talk about what actually controls how fast your home sells. First, obviously, it's the pricing, right? This is the biggest one. If your home is priced correctly, buyers get excited. You get a lot of traffic immediately. They move quickly, they book showings, they make a decision, they pull the trigger. If it's overpriced, they have a little bit of time. They hesitate. And hesitation slows everything down. And second, presentation. Hopefully we all know this. Pictures sell property, photos, staging, how the home feels online. Because your first showing, it's not in person anymore. It's on someone's phone. And if it doesn't hit there and doesn't have good pictures, though they don't see it, now your timeline just got longer. Third, the product, right? Location, layout, light, condition. Some homes just naturally move faster, and others need more time, right? There's the differences in the one-bedroom market. Maybe people want a one-bedroom plus den because they work from home, whereas a three-bedroom that's affordable, or at least in our market considered affordable, there's not a lot of them, so those go immediately. But even then, pricing and presentation can shift the timeline significantly. So let's talk about what actually causes a home to sit, right? There's overpricing, that's number one. Second, you didn't do anything. Poor presentation, you have crappy photos, there's no staging, you didn't declutter, you left your pizza box on the kitchen counter, lack of strategy. Just putting it on the market and hoping it sells, that doesn't work anymore. Longer it sits, staler it gets, the harder it gets, because now you're chasing the market instead of leading it. So let's talk about days on market, right? People love this number, but they really misunderstand it. You'll see an average and you think that's your timeline. It's not, okay? The average includes homes that sold fast, homes that sat forever, and everything in between. So you can't look at the average days on market. It doesn't tell you what's gonna happen to your actual home. What really matters is, where does your home fit within the range? So what does a strong timeline look like right now, right? Week 1, you hit the market. You get immediate activity, right? You have a lot of interest, people are asking questions. Week 2, right? Serious interest and possible offers. Week 3, you're under contract, right? That's a clean timeline. And if that's not the way it goes, you're not priced right or there's something wrong. Anything, right, beyond that, and you start having conversations about repositioning. So here's the part that people don't talk about. Time on market, right? It affects how the buyers see the home. The longer you sit, the more questions that you have, even if there's nothing wrong. And that changes how they negotiate you. So it isn't just about time, it's about leverage. So if you're thinking about selling, don't just ask how long it will take. Ask, how do I position this to sell quickly and get the most money correctly, right? Because that's the real question. And that comes down, honestly, correct pricing, your presentation, having an actual strategy, and all of those matter, right? So don't jump without making sure you've considered all 3. So if you're even a little bit like me, or you're just trying to make sense of how this market is actually moving and where your home would fall in it, you're going to reach out, we'll walk you through it. Clearly, no guessing, no fluff, set some real expectation based on your actual home. And if you like real estate explained to you with small words like a normal person, hit subscribe, like the video, and tell me, do you think your home would sell quickly right now, or do you think it would sit? I'm Jill Biggs, and I'll see you in the next video.